Hi everybody, I'm Hope, and today I'm going to be potting up 1,000,000 plants. These plants have been inside, growing under grow lights, taking up a good portion of our real estate in the living room, and I'm tired of it. They're big, they need to be in bigger pots. These can be bumped up to quart size, and I've got a lot of different plants to show you. So let me show you some of what I'm going to be potting up today. I brought all these plants out here this morning. Doesn't this look nice? So not all of them are going to be potted up, but definitely the flowers, the tomatoes. Let's see if I can get them in the picture. There's some tomatoes, and down below are some, and some peppers here, more peppers over here, and some tomatoes over there. Definitely these plants that I mentioned are going to be potted up. These others that are out here are starting their hardening off process. Okay, let's get started. So I've got my plants, I've got my bin for my soil, I've got a tray to put the new potted plants in, some pots, and some potting soil. I know I'm going to need a lot of, oh, this is actually garden soil. I think that's okay. I wish it was potting soil. I don't think I have any though. Crap. Okay, I went and got some potting soil because I want to be able to sell these seedlings, and I want the customer to be able to take them out as a clump. And I think that coarse garden soil wouldn't hold together that way. Okay, I'm going to pre-moisten this potting soil. Okay, so all of these already have labels, so that's going to save me some time. So I'll just use the same label again. And I'm going to start with some tomatoes. And I'm going to also take off the bottom, just little tiny leaves that don't look like they're contributing much. And the other thing I'm going to do is bury them very deeply. So they should be about like this. A little soil in the bottom. Pop this one out. See, it was ready to be planted. Set it down in there. And then the thing that you can do with tomatoes, and it's actually good to do with them, is bury them really deeply. All of these little hairs are developing roots, so it just makes for a really strong plant. So let's compare how these look. This one looks a lot more gangly, and this one looks a lot stronger. And that's not just an illusion. It will be that much stronger because it's planted more deeply. So that one's ready to go. That's a beefsteak. One thing I'm doing while potting up is getting rid of anything that doesn't look great. So there's really no point in babying these along and them taking up real estate in the house or out in the tomato patch, because there's only a few that we can grow. We don't have room for everything. And we certainly don't want to sell these, so these that are not good enough are getting tossed. stake? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and prune that one. This is sticking straight out. And whoever gets it is gonna want it to go up. So first tray is done. So let's get the rest of these done. The tomatoes are all done and they look great. So excited. Don't those look healthy? Very good. So now it's time to move on to flowers. These flowers look pretty great, but they're very root bound and they dry out really fast. Like, I have to water them more than once a day. And the petunias are starting to get a little yellow. Probably just don't have enough nutrients in the soil. Very root bound. The marigolds are even worse. Just shows you how hard these little plants work to still be doing so well. So I'm going to plant these up into 4-inch pots. I am going to clean them up a little bit, remove any of the dead stuff, and pot them up. These petunias have some really strong stems, and these were grown from seed as well. I don't remember the brand. But they are going to be so much happier in their new little pots. Look at this. They're already blooming their heads off, even with all the mistreatment. Oh, that just looks so happy. Dick's asking me if I want to FaceTime. Of course I want to FaceTime. I miss him. He better call me now.